What's up YouTube? For today's video, we went full 4 times week to ground Pokemon team. Now we've done a lot of these 4 times week teams. I think we only have one left to cover. If you know what that is, let me know in the comment section. It has to be a fairly dedicated, Pimpnite YouTube watcher to know that one. Now, I do all my streams on Twitch. If you haven't followed it, you make sure you do twitch.tv/PimpniteYT. Link is in the description. I'd love you to hit a follow there. I normally stream quite regularly. And with Sword and Shield coming up, I'm going to be doing a lot of streaming there too. Alright, so today we've got 2 battles, and they were really good because I actually got to feature some of my team's weakness. If you enjoy the theme teams, people, I'd very much like if you could like the video. Alright, so we got a Chestnut lead here. This was a battle against Hunt on my Discord, and now we got a Z move, turn 1 from the Chestnut, so it's going to be Grassy MZ. So I was thinking, okay, well, on this set, right, I've got sturdy, so whatever this thing throws at me, I know that I'm going to be able to live. However, it's going to go for a Z Worry Seed, which is not going to worry me too much, people. Now, Worry Seed obviously changes your ability, whatever it is, into Insomnia. So it's great for getting around other abilities or helping out your partner in doubles. So now I'm going to go for this is a special set, right? The only time Hidden Power Flying was actually useful on Aggron, it takes it out. Now, I had Hidden Power Flying there for fighting types. I can't believe how well that worked out for me. So a solid first hit. They probably died laughing at that one. So now we've got the little red ice cream coming in here. I can't do much to it, and I'm going to go into my Bastion. I'll explain what that Aggron set is a little bit later on. So we've got Amnesia coming from this set. So it's a good thing that I swapped out because this is going to be very bulky, and of course it's probably most definitely going to have the Everlight. So it's used Amnesia. I think it's going to be some sort of tanky, sort of annoying set. And now it's going to go for a Will-O-Wisp. So obviously with the Will-O-Wisp, right, that is made for physical attackers that come in. So, it burns the physical attackers and sets up Amnesia on the special attackers. So it's going to be really, really bulky. So I was thinking, okay, does it have some form of recovery? I'm not really sure. It could. There's a definite possibility that I have to sort of see and wait and see. So I'm going to go for the Z Metal Sound there. Unfortunately, Metal Sound actually misses, and that would have negated that Amnesia and given me a plus. Well, it gave me a +1 in special attack, but it would have negated that Amnesia. So now I'm going to go for the Ancient Power, even though I only got +1 in special attack. If I had that Metal Sound up, that would have nearly taken out. Been very, very close. So I got the Will-O-Wisp burn. I actually, at this point in the game, I thought I could outlast this thing. If it didn't have any forms of recovery, I thought it'd been right. So now we've got the Pantsy going for... I always mess these monkey names up. It doesn't matter the evolutions, all of them I always mess up. So go for the Ancient Power again. They're hoping for a Ancient Power boost. That would enable me to take it out on the next one and possibly outspeed Pantsy too. So as I expected and kind of feared, it's going to have a recovery move being Rest. So it's got Rest, Will-O-Wisp, Heat Wave. So those are some interesting moves on it. It's obviously a very bulky set. Now, I'm going to go for another Ancient Power. I don't see me actually getting around this at all, so I thought I might have to swap into a physical attacker to try and take this out. Now, I do have a physical attacker on this team. Obviously, I've got a couple of them. Usually, when I build a theme too, I normally make it quite balanced. And I'm not really a fully offensive team, unless I'm doing a certain meme, right? Or a certain theme. Alright, so we got the Pantsy. It's going to be asleep. It doesn't have Sleep Talk, obviously. And now I'm going to go for an explosion here. Choice Banded, Analytic Explosion. Unfortunately, Pantsy actually swaps out, and Kinnekins is going to come in. But as soon as it comes in, it's going to be going out because this is going to do a lot of damage. Max Attack and Max Health. Brave Nature, Analytic. The other moves I got on it are as follows. We got Gyro Ball, Wild Charge, Explosion, and Magnet Bomb. I'll go over what the other moves on Aggron are in a sec too, when it comes back in or in the second battle. So now we got 2 Pokemon down Chestnut and the Kinnekins, and now we got Tapu Lele coming in. What do you guys think of a shiny Tapu Lele? Do you like it? You don't like it? I don't think it looks too bad. I'd say probably shiny Tapu Koko out of the 3 looks the best to me. Alright, so into Probopass here. Now, unfortunately, on this set, I wasn't actually carrying a Steel-type move. I was running something else. I had a Rock-type move, but not a Steel-type. So we got a Reflector there. I'm going to go for a Gravity here. This is a Gravity Dynamic Punch set. Yes, Probopass does get a Dynamic Punch, which is pretty funny. The only problem is this thing actually resists it, and there's a Reflect up too. So now it's going to go for Aromatherapy. Aromatherapy on the Tapu Lele was obviously for the Pantsy to wake it up. So Dynamic Punch is going to connect, and it's going to connect right in Tapu Lele's face, and that was a critical hit. My EV's on my Probopass. Now, as you guys know, this thing has insane defenses and stuff. So I decided to go for max special attack and max attack. So it's a mixed set: Ice Punch, Dynamic Punch, Power Gem, and Gravity, Ability Sturdy, and Item Air Balloon. This could nearly be a sturdy team too, because a lot of these Pokemon that are 4 times weak to ground actually have the ability Sturdy, which is quite interesting. So now we got a Nature's Madness from the Tapu Lele, which is really good. That does like a fixed amount of damage every time, you know, like Super Fang, those sort of moves. So now we got another Nature's Madness. Obviously this thing's got to be outspeed me, and it's getting around my typing too by doing that fixed damage. So I went for a Surf here. I'm running Choice Specs. Now the reason I went for Surfball, because I actually predicted the Pansear to come in expecting like a Flash Cannon, because I already showed off that I had a special set, so I thought they'd think, you know, I'll swap in my Pansy here, get into this one. It's probably going to be Choice Specs and set up some Amnesias. That was what I was thinking anyway, and unfortunately for me, it didn't work. So I go for another Choice Specs Surf on the Tapu Lele. It's really not doing a lot of damage, and the Gravity is going to go, and the weirdness on the field is going to go too. So now we've got the Tapu Lele swapping out here. Obviously, it didn't have anything to take me out. Maybe it just wanted to get me on low amount of health. And we got the, I nearly called that Agri Slash. So we got the Doublade coming in that. Oh my god, the Honedge! I did it, guys. I messed up the Pokemon name for the 100th time. I think I just said I expected it to be Agri Slash. Then I called it a Doublade, but it was a Honedge. Only on my channel, people. Alright, so we're going to go for a Surf here. It actually fails to take me out with a Shadow Stick. And down goes Honedge there. Man, Aggron was max health. And it's got very nice defense, so it's a poor little Honedge failed on that one, unfortunately. And now we got the Pansear coming, so I can go for a Surf on this one. I'm not really sure what speed it's running on it. I don't think it's going to be very speedy at all, because it's got everything invested in bulk. And I'm going to go for a Surf, and that is actually enough to take out Pansear too. So man, this Choice Specs Aggron has taken out Chestnut, it's taken out Honedge, and it's taken out Pansear. Like, that's pretty good. Like honestly. So now the big problem came in, which was the Dodrio. I was thinking, I wonder if there's like Jump Kick or something like that. However, it's going to go for a Stomping Tantrum, which is a ground type move. Oh no, people, oh no. So obviously with Dodrio, it's got nice attack, it's a very fast Pokemon too, and it's got a move wielding 4 times super effective against like every single one of my Pokemon. So now we're going to go into Alola Graveler, and this thing is an Everlight set, right? And still, right, I actually went for the Toxic and they set the sub up. That really hurt there, because now I'm going to have to get rid of the sub before I can actually do some damage. So I was like, okay, let's go into Bastion. I've got to sack this Pokemon off. I cannot do anything against it, and it's going to go for the Stomping Tantrum. Now, this thing doesn't even need like a boost in Stomping Tantrum at all to take my team out. Just a ground type move in general, coming off like a decent base attack, is a very big problem for this team, and of course it's nice speed too. So I've only got 3 more Pokemon remaining. The only Pokemon here I've got that could have a chance of outspeeding is my physical Slazzle. Now, unfortunately, this set was running an Adamant instead of Jolly, because I needed a little bit of boost in attack, and that is really going to cost me, and my Salazzle is going to go down. More on the Salazzle set in the second battle too. So all I've got left is a Golden Nugget and a Mario Nose. So we're going to go into Propass. This is my only Pokemon with an Air Balloon, and I've got to risk it here. So I'm floating on my Air Balloon here. I'm going to go for a Power Gem. It's going to be going for Thrash here, so it's going to force itself into Thrash. I'm guessing it's running something with Tangle Feet. Now, the only good thing about that, even though my Air Balloon got popped right, Thrash is actually locked in for a minimum of 2 turns, which is going to allow me to attack it the second time, so the Dojo won't be able to set up another Substitute, and it will not be able to go for a Stomping Tantrum because Thrash is locked in right. So now we got the Dojo, go for Thrash there. I'm going to be able to tank that one like super easy, and this Power Gen coming off max special attack is going to be way too much for our little birdie friend to leave, and that one goes down. Man, I almost got like finished by that. So the last Pokemon I got is the Tapu Lele. I was wondering what this thing could actually do to me, because it clearly couldn't do anything outside of Nature's Madness. So we're going to set up the Psychic Surge. I just went for an Ice Punch this thing. I still do have my Graveler as well, which is nice and bulky. So it's going to go for a Nature's Madness. I don't think it has anything else to hit me with. That's basically like a support Pokemon to the team. If you remember earlier on, like Aromatherapy and like Reflect and stuff. The Ice Punch failed to take it out due to Propass's like horrible attack, and I think they've got like invested in health in this thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All they can do is Nature's Madness, and Propass is not going to go down to that, obviously. And that, my friends, is the first game. I need a drink real quick. Okay. So the second battle we have, thank you for the battle too, That was a, man, that Dodger really scared me. This one was against Mr. Guzzlord, and we got a very interesting team here. We got a Drampa lead. Also, a couple of people have been asking me if I'm covering any of the Sword and Shield leaks and stuff. I'm not going to be doing that. I don't believe in covering those sort of things. I don't even think you should be allowed to, so honestly. So I'm not going to be covering any of them. I will be covering the game when it actually comes out, though, you know. So, yeah, just a thing for the people that are wondering about that. I like to cover things when they're actually legally released. All right, so we got the Dramper coming in there. It's going to have Earthquake. I'm like, damn, it's a physical set. Almost taking out my aggro on there. I did have Sturdy, though. So now we got the old Nanny swapping out here, and Uncle Grandpa's going to come in. Yes, people, it is a full Dramper team. 6 Dramper loaded up, ready to go. So we're going to go for a Choice Spec Splash Cannon. Now, Dramper's quite a bulky Pokemon. However, I get a special defense there, which is going to actually enable me to definitely take it out. Now that's actually going to activate Uncle Grandpa's Berserk, and it's going to go for a Focus Miss. My goodness, that was risky, and Aggron is going to go down, which probably did like 1,000,000 damage. That would have I think that would have taken out 6 Aggrons, real talk. All right, so I've got 5 more Pokemon left, and I'm going to go into Pro Pass this time. So I was thinking I might be able to get my Gravity Dynamic Punch strategy going here. I'm not really sure. Now we're going to have a Focus Miss from Drampa. I'm guessing this one is definitely locked in, like its choice or something like that. And Pro Pass is going to live on 1 health there. Merch available in the description. And Sturdy is going to activate. My Air Balloon's going to get popped. Dynamic Punch misses. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I was hoping I could get that, and they're going to miss with Focus Miss, of course, and I'm going to land my Dynamic Punch, which is great. Dynamic Punch is like horrible, actually, and Uncle Grandpa, well, he's not going to be an uncle anymore, is he? So, we got 5 more Pokemon left, and we got 5 more Drampas to deal with. Now, the next one we have is, we got a shiny Drampa here, and the Hurricane couldn't fit in, obviously, the nickname length there. So I'm going to go for a Dynamic Punch. It actually hits first go, does a lot of damage, right? And I'm going to obviously get the 100% Confusion as well. You don't see Dynamic Punch being used a lot outside of, like, no-guard Pokemon, so I thought I'd bring in Pro Pass. I don't think you'd ever expect to see a Pro Pass use that, right? All right, so I'm going to take it out by Disrespect, Hurricane, obviously, with the nickname, and that is going to go down. So we still got 3 more Drampas to see what they're going to be, and I'm going to go into my Salazzle here. So Salazzle, this is a physical set. I've run this a couple of times. It can actually be, fairly decent. So we got a knockoff set here. I'm going to knock off that item, and it's going to be a Power Herb. And the Hurricane is actually going to have a Razor Wind. So they've taught it all like, Hurricane and Razor Wind, so all like wind type moves. So obviously without their Power Herb, their move is not going to activate, and that's not going to obviously take me out. And the Drampa is going to go down. So a pretty cool set there, Razor Wind. You don't get to see that one used very often. All right, so next comes out, it's 69-year-old me. I mean, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you guys. If I look like that when I'm 69, I'm going to be pretty happy. All right, so we're going to go for the Gunk Shot there, throwing a low-key bin at the Drampa. It does under half health. However, I do get a poison though, which is really, really good. So now we've got a Dragon Tail coming from 69-year-old me, and that doesn't do a lot of damage, it's just phasing me out of the battle, right? Now, we've got Bastodon coming in. This is my special set. This thing's going to be able to take me pretty well. However, it is poison, though. So I was wondering, if I can maybe hit it with like a Steelium Z and then go for an Ancient Power to take it out. That would be really good. So going for my Z move here. A lot of the time when I was battling people, they're like, it's in the matchup, right? They're like, GG this matchup, because I thought I was using like a, Z Iron Head or something like that. But all the time I was using Z Metal Sound. Now, Z Metal Sound's going to do a lot, though, because with the Metal Sound and the +1, that actually gives you, in that matchup, it actually gives you a +3, so it's almost like getting a tail go if they don't swap out, which is pretty powerful. So now we got another Z here, a Z move here, and 69-year-old me is going to use Z Mist. Now, Z Mist does the effect of Mist, of course, and it obviously restores all the health as well. So quite an interesting Z move there to see. You don't really see that one very often at all. I was kind of wondering what this Drampa set was. Was it like support for the team? I wasn't really sure. Anyway, so go for Ancient Power. I get to get as much damage as possible against this thing, and it does some really nice damage. So it's got Safeguard and Mist. I'm like, interesting. Like, what is this? What sort of set is this one? I'm actually kind of curious now. Now, I can obviously outspeed this with the Ancient Power Drampa. They're probably not going to swap in another one because this one's already poisoned. And I'm going to take out Drampa number 3 or 4. Drampa number 4 goes down. I've still got 4 more Pokemon, so I've taken a nice little lead here. And now we got Old Nanny coming back in. So we know Old Nanny definitely has Earthquake. I was thinking maybe, maybe I should just go for Ancient Power. Don't worry about it. Baston's got some nice defenses, and it does have Sturdy too. So Drampa's going to go for that big Earthquake. Baston has amazing defenses, and obviously coming off Drampa's attack, which isn't probably the greatest in the world, I'm able to just withstand that one. I would have anyway, but that's always nice to, look at Baston's amazing defense and special defense stats, right? All right, so we've got another Earthquake crumbling that Drampa. I've got to take that Drampa out, man. I'm getting swept hard here, and down goes my Baston. So I've got a speedy Salazzle, which I know can come in there. I was a little bit worried. Should I go for the Gunk Shot or go for the knockoff? Because Gunk Shot would definitely take it out, right? But if I miss, Salazzle is definitely going to go down. Its paper-thin defenses will not be able to withstand like an earthquake. All right, so risking that knockoff, and Old Nanny is going to go down, which is good. Now, I think Old Nanny had I had a choice band. Obviously, that was doing a lot of damage. Now, we got two more Drampers left. So next one, I was thinking, like, what's this going to be? Is it going to be a special one? Like, you know, we've seen a physical one already. We've seen, like, a support one. I'm going to go for Gunk Shot here. Gunk Shot does hit. This set, I forgot to say, I've got Flame Charge, Gunk Shot, Knockoff, and Substitute. Ability Corrosion, obviously, and the item is Lychee Berry. So sort of like sub down into my berry and get like an extra boost of attack. So this one is going to use Glare against me, and it has Leftovers. So it's like, what is this set going to be? Now, at this stage, I was thinking maybe I should go for another Gunk Shot or just go for a Knockoff to get some damage. And Dramper's going to use Twist. I'm like, oh, I know what they're doing. It's a Flinch Paralysis set. So if I don't get Paralysis, there's a 30% chance that Twister is going to flinch me, and it's Stab too. And coming off Dramper's very nice special attack, it's actually doing a sizable amount of damage. I'm going to pop my Lychee Berry. As soon as I seen me getting flinched for the first time, I was like, I've got to go for Knockoff. It may not take it out, but it'll get rid of the Leftovers. Like, so when my next Pokemon doesn't have to face this thing, it won't be at like nearly full health, right? All right, so the Dramper's going to take me out with the Twister, man. It feels good getting taken out by a Twister, people. And down goes Salazzle. So I've still got 3 more Pokemon to take this out. I thought, let's go into Graveler. It's not very like defensive, like specially defensive, but it is very defensive, and you know, it's not a very high base power move. So now Dramper's going to go for the Roost here. I went for a Bulldoze, I believe, to try and take this thing out. I knew it wouldn't probably take it out, but I just wanted to like get some damage on it. So Bulldoze does practically nothing to Dramper, and let me tell you what this set is on the Graveler. So we've got Rest, Sleep, Talk, Toxic, and Bulldoze, ability, Magnet Pull, item, Everlight, max health and max defense. So even without me being Paralysis, I still get flinched by this thing. It's going to go for another Twist here. So I was thinking I probably should get a Toxic on this thing. It does have the Roost, and then I got flinched twice by. I'm like, gee, what's going on here? I hope I don't lose to a Twisted Dramper, because, you know, I'm about to uninstall like Ultrasound Move. Finally, I get through the Twister there, and I get another Bulldoze off. What I was trying to do, right, I did one Bulldoze right, but that wasn't enough to outspeed the Dramper. I'm guessing the Dramper was definitely max speed, right, because they want to outspeed right to get the Twister going first. Even with the Glare up, Dramper's still quite slow, so you'd have to run like max speed on this thing, or definitely like 252 EVs in speed. So now we got the Dramper going for yet another Twister, and my Graveler goes down. Now, I had to get that Toxic off there. That was very, very important. I could have gone for a rest, but I could have got very unlucky there, and I didn't want to take that chance. So, my last Pokemon is the Magnet Zone. Got it, guys. You got to get in the zone, right? I'm going to go for a Magnet Bomb here. This is a physical set. Now, I could have gone for Gyro Ball, but, you know, the Dramper isn't probably the best Pokemon to go for Gyro Ball, right? Like, it's a slow Pokemon. Now, we got the last Pokemon as a Dramper, funny that, and I was wondering, what is this set going to be? I haven't really seen too much, like, powerful special attacking sets, so I was hoping, you know, we don't come across one of them, or another, like, ground-type move. And the Dramper's going to eat its Key Berry, boosting its defense. I'm like, oh, what is this? So now it's going to use Calm Mind, and my worst fears come to fruition, people. So it's got a +1 defense. I'm hitting it with a weak Choice Band and Magnet Bomb. Plus, if you guys notice, even with my hindering like speed, I'm not actually getting outsped. So my analytic is not coming into play there, and it's not doing like nearly enough damage. So now Dramper's going to go for the Flamethrower, nearly taking me out there, and Magnet Zone's pretty much done, people. Thank you very much for watching both of these battles. I really tried there and then, but I just couldn't get through. I needed like another power boost, right? So it's going to get a Berserk here, and it's going to take me out with a Disrespect Dragon Breath. That's just mean. That's just mean, people. I do have a cool bonus battle, and there was a pretty funny blooper too. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video, hopefully. Peace.